Hello, Oracles. Well, Tesla's investor grade rating is coming soon. We will get into that in a moment. First, looking at the charts and the market. So I was anticipating a red opening based upon OPEC's decision over the weekend. Looks like we are seeing some green futures. We'll see how that plays out over the course of the day, and I'll catch up with you guys later tonight to discuss how we traded over the course of the day and if we are still in our downward trend. Looking at some other statistics that are out there, Troy Teslake was posting over on Twitter about the backlog that we have for Tesla. Now, at the end of July, we had a backlog of about 504,000 vehicles, which is about 123 days. Go 1 month ahead into August, and we were down to 457,000 vehicles, or 112 days. So some people, some bears and some Tesla Q are saying, look, Tesla's demand is waning, Tesla's demand is going away. That is not true. It is, think about the fact that over in Shanghai, they upgraded the Model Y line to be able to produce faster. At the beginning of August, they upgraded the Model 3 line to be able to produce faster. So production is picking up. And ideally, Tesla's lead time, they want to be about 42 days. They want a 42-day backlog, gives them about 6 weeks. It gives a better customer experience and helps Tesla keep a better idea of, the flow of their product and coming in and going out. That's the ideal situation. They want to get it down to a lower number. They don't want a 6 to 9 month lead time. That's absolutely ridiculous. A lot of people just don't want that. So they're trying to get this down anyway as it is. So having the demand pull back is a good thing. And don't forget, production is growing exponentially. So if production is growing exponentially, you've got to do the math. Hey, is production growing faster than what the demand is growing? It's not really a bad thing if production is outpacing demand at the moment, because don't forget, we have the EV tax credit that's coming up that is going to boost demand significantly even more. Now, when it comes to the EV tax credit, as some of you had pointed out in the comments, the EV tax credit is really just going to keep the legacy automotive makers alive because none of them are profitable on their vehicles yet. Ford says the F-150 Lightning is. That is the only one here in the US. So if that's the case, this $7,500 EV tax credit is really just keeping them afloat. That $7,500 EV tax credit to Tesla is just a bigger cushion on top of the massive cushion they already have when it comes to profitability. So when we get to the beginning of the year, if Tesla's looking at, hey, you know what? Our backlog is dwindling down. Maybe we're at 30 days. Cool, we'll drop our prices $5,000 on our vehicles. Hey, there we go. Demand is right back up again. And so maybe they take a 1 or 2% margin hit and it comes down from 36% to 34%. And they're still just blowing everybody out of the water with margins. This is the pricing power we have been talking about all year long when it comes to Tesla. Tesla has it, no one else does. So Tesla has the ability to pick up or squash demand as much as they need to be able to keep their customers happy. And then when we're looking at FSD and the fact that FSD right now is $15,000, you go into the new year with the EV tax credit, you can theoretically get yourself FSD for $7,500. Just saying, a lot of options going forward for Tesla, a lot of great positivity. And speaking of production, Tesla Karav did some numbers again, and it looks like Berlin right now is running at about 298 vehicles per day for production. So we know that they were at 1,000 back in June. They've been boosting that up. People are talking about they're getting close to 2,000. They are still running 2 shifts 5 days a week. They are looking to add that 3rd shift come December, looking at the 4680s come October. So very high profitability. The ramp is picking up. So they're looking around a 1,500 vehicle per week run rate right now, and that is also ramping exponentially. And he has been tracking VIN numbers that are getting delivered over there from Berlin. So if any of you guys are over in Europe looking to receive a Model Y from Berlin, please let us know what the VIN number is that you get assigned, because that can give us an idea of where they are at with the run rate. Same thing for Austin. If you guys are getting any vehicles coming out of Austin, definitely let us know as well, so that this way we can get an idea of what the run rate is going right now. Next on the list is some news coming out of Thailand. We've had some job openings coming up over there for sales and service positions. Some people are thinking that it's a gigafactory. That is, in my opinion, not the case. Judging by the job openings that they have, it looks like they are just getting a sales and service center going over there. Still great news, because Thailand could definitely use an upgrade to their grid. As we know, they really don't have much of a grid that can support EVs. So it's a great place for Tesla to jump in there and kind of start from the ground up when it comes to the energy and the EVs over there. One key point to note was they were discussing smaller vehicles as well. So we've been talking about stuff like Arcimoto type vehicles, perhaps going over to India and in Thailand. So I don't know, that whole Asia Pacific region definitely utilizes those vehicles significantly. We'll see how this comes up, and we know that China is working on their own vehicle that they're designing. I personally think it's going to be the compact car, but maybe it's going to be one of these smaller vehicles as well. Maybe they have multiple vehicles of that style coming out. I see it coming in the future. I don't have any other specific details on it or any confirmations. This is just my own speculation based on some wording that I have seen and just kind of, you guys telling me in the comments what vehicles are out there, what vehicles are needed in these areas. I think we are going to see them coming. And now onto the credit ratings. So it looks like we should be seeing a credit rating upgrade to investor grade from the S&P by the end of the year. So Alexandra over on Twitter had posted a video recording that they had from Bloomberg back in June with S&P and Moody's discussing the credit ratings for Tesla and other companies that are out there. And Nishit Madlani had mentioned how it looks like Tesla should be getting there by the end of the year. So both them and Moody's is Rene Lipsch, and they were discussing, this, and Moody's last year was about a quarter behind in upgrading Tesla. So Tesla right now has a credit rating from the S&P of BB+, which is one level below investor grade, and Moody's is a Ba1, which again is one level below investor grade. So last October, S&P upgraded Tesla, and then in January, Moody's upgraded. I think we are going to end up seeing the same scenario play out this time around. I think we are going to get Q3 numbers coming out. S&P is now saying, they both have basically said the same thing. They both just wanted to see more consistent numbers. So they've seen Tesla's been making awesome progress, and S&P was definitely sounded a lot more open. Nipsit was talking about, Tesla, hey, we don't think that Tesla is going to not hit these numbers. We assume that they are going to hit them. They just actually want to see it. So Q3, I think for them, when they see those numbers, is going to be the, okay, Tesla's there. And both of them also said that they want to see more concrete evidence of the Cybertruck and timing on that. So I think when we're looking at it, what's going to happen is if we're going to get the Q3 numbers, S&P is going to see them, say, all right, check that box. And then when Tesla opens up the order page for the Cybertruck, that box will be checked. Bam, then they're going to get their credit rating upgrade. I'm hoping, again, my birthday, November 8th, if that would be the day, Elon, if you're watching this, if that would be awesome, because then I can configure my Cybertruck on my birthday. What an awesome birthday present that would be. And I think that would be the day that S&P is like, cool, we're good to go, credit rating, investment grade, upgrade. Great. Moody's, on the other hand, will most likely end up waiting until Q4 because they're going to probably drag their feet a little bit longer and want those other numbers. So they're going to want one more quarter, get the full 2022 numbers in line and say, okay, now we can upgrade, just like they did last year. It's coming. It's not even going to be a question as to whether it's going to happen or not. Sort of like FSD being solved, it's now not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And as Elon said, Moody's is irrelevant. S&P's going to give them the investor grade rating upgrade. That's going to be fine. Moody's can wait. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So it is going to happen. I think S&P is going to happen in November, and I think that Moody's is going to happen in January. So again, S&P was definitely a lot more open to it. Seems like S&P is going to be jumping right on board and just waiting for that next quarter's numbers to be coming out. Moody's, on the other hand, definitely seems like they've got a lot more legacy money in their pockets right now because Moody's talking about how GM has this wide breadth of vehicles and they have so many out there, and it's like, yeah, you can have 30 vehicles out there, but if none of them are profitable, how is that going to help your credit rating? It's not. Tesla has 2 vehicles, massive profits coming in. For us, it's a no-brainer, but obviously there's a lot of other viewpoints out there, and a lot of the bears also view it in that manner as well, which more vehicles means more money. That is not the case. That is not the case at all. More vehicles means less efficiency, which means less profit, which means more work to make less money. So again, they're just looking at these things. These are the facts that they have stated, both looking for Cybertruck information. Moody's kind of also wants to see another vehicle as well, probably a compact car or the robotaxi perhaps. But I think the robotaxi for them is kind of like, is this really going to happen? Is it really going to bring in revenue? What does it really mean? Because robotaxis don't exist yet. So I think Moody's is really just dragging their feet and saying, all right, well, we want that compact car. Whereas S&P is like, hey, Give me another quarter of good financials, give me a Cybertruck, and you guys are good to go. And so a huge thank you to Alexandra, who's been working her butt off on getting all of this information and really putting it to Moody's. If you guys don't follow her over on Twitter, please do. And she's been talking with Gary Black, and they've both been having great discussions about this. So I definitely highly recommend following both of them, Alexandra and Gary Black. Alexandra's Tesla Boomer Mama, and then Gary Black over on Twitter. So I'll put those links down in the description. Otherwise, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. When do you think we are going to get this credit rating upgrade for S&P? When do you think we are going to be getting it for Moody's? When do you think we are going to be getting the Cybertruck ordering page opening up? That's a big one for me, and I'm hoping we get it before the end of the year. And what do you think the Cybertruck is going to have for pricing for the different levels between dual, quad, and plaid versions? Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all of the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat. That link is down in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a Patreon. That link is also in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great one.